Welcome to CoreCon today for October 3rd, 2019. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of CoreCon right now and give you my opinion on them. If you want to learn more about these stories, come up with your own opinions, I'll put a link to each story I cover in the show notes down below so you can read about them for yourself. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you and what you think. But before we get into it, if you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we're doing here. And hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV. Well, first story up of the day, good news if you're a Roku TV owner. Roku's 9.2 update has started to roll out to select Roku TVs. This new update includes faster channel loading, improved voice controls, and a whole lot more. I think a couple of the things that people will be most excited about is the general use of different channels will load faster. One reader said thought YouTube TV loaded in about half the time of the Roku 9.1 update. So check your TV, see if it's got it. This update just started rollout last night when I'm recording this, and it usually takes Roku a few weeks for all models to get the new update. So if you don't have the new 9.2 update yet, don't worry, it'll be here soon. One of the things you will notice right off the bat is right above this row on the Roku TV, the top row, there'll be like a shortcut row now where you can pin certain Roku channels into a shortcut or certain Roku features like your sleep timer and more up there to get easy access to them. That'll be one of the things you should notice right off the bat. With the 9.2 update rolling out, Roku often hides features. They'll list them and just has a full breakdown of all the new features in the post down below. But if you notice anything not listed there, please let us know. Go to corecarsnews.com, click on the Contact Us. Let me know what you find. And if you have it, leave us a comment here. Let me know what you think of the 9.2 update. I have it on a Roku Ultra here, but our lab TV has not updated yet. So let me know if you got the update. All right, next story up of the day. According to Consumer Reports, the hidden cable TV fees can average $450 a year on your bill. Now, I think this is rather low because I don't think they're counting all the fees and taxes and everything. But according to Consumer Reports, they looked at it and $37 a month is the average they say are added to your fee in fees and taxes, or in fees, excuse me, not taxes, to a cable TV bill. This works out to be over $450 or about $450 a year in fees. So let me know how much of your last cable bill before you canceled, or if you still are a subscriber, is cable TV's hidden fees, like broadcast TV fees, device rentals, and more. Now, a lot of people tell me, oh, Luke, these aren't hidden fees, they're here. I call them hidden fees because when they advertise on TV, they say $49.99, right? And then tiny little asterisks and text too small to read. To me, that's hiding it. A lot of these fees Comcast and Spectrum and all these other companies know about before they ever put the ad up. So there's no reason why they couldn't include that, especially with their online marketing. I think they really should be including that in there because they know what those fees are. So let me know how much of your bill was fees. And next time you see that too good to be true cable TV offer, remember these fees. Remember the facts of broadcast TV, regional sports fees, device rental fees, HD technology fees, and more. Wait, as 4K becomes more popular, prediction, 4K technology fees are going to come, similar to what we have still with HD technology fees. In my mind, if you're going to advertise HD on your channels, the fee for HD should be included, especially if you're paying to rent the box that's required to watch it in HD. All right, next story up of the day, Vidgo, which over the weekend launched a $14.99 introductory package. This is a limited package where more channels will be coming in the future and a higher price will be coming in the future. But they added 10 new channels, including Fox News, NFL Network, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, National Geographic, Nick Jr., FX, FS1, Fox Business, and the Food Network, to name a few, have been added to that package. If I counted it correctly, that means that $14.99 package now has over 50 different channels included with your subscription. That's a pretty good deal. If you've been thinking about testing out Vidgo, give this a try. It's still in beta. This is an early beta one that they're launching, but it does include some of the features they say will come later. For instance, DVR. They have acknowledged they will have a DVR, but this $14.99 package does not include DVR, so keep that in mind. But let me know, are you a Vidgo subscriber? Do you like it? What do you think of it? Keep in mind it's in beta, so I'm sure there are going to be glitches or issues, but as we roll out to a full release of Vidgo later this year, according to Vidgo. But let me know what you think of it, and maybe your review will help somebody who's been thinking about testing out Vidgo see if that $14.99 package is right for them. Next up is PlayStation Vue, and yesterday we did a post about Apptopia, which monitors all the app stores on mobile devices like iOS, Android, and more, to get an idea of what are some of the most popular apps. And they did a breakdown of live TV streaming services, and there was one particular missing that really stood out to a lot of people, so we reached out, and that was PlayStation Vue. It wasn't included in the list of the top 10 or whatever it was services that they had for streaming. So we asked them, hey, why wasn't PlayStation Vue included? And they got back to us and said PlayStation Vue's numbers were so small, it didn't reach the level to be included in the chart that they were using. And they included the numbers, and it was shockingly low. So according to Apptopia, the PlayStation Vue app was installed 193,000 times in the third quarter of 2019. Now that sounds decent, but when you compare that to 7.2 million times for Hulu and 2.1 million times for YouTube TV, that's a tiny fraction of what the other services out there are getting right now. This actually lines up very well. This puts YouTube TV well below things like Philo and more. And at first you may say, oh, outlying data, it's just looking at downloads on mobile devices. I'm sure PlayStation Vue is dominating on Roku and other devices. Well, this is actually very similar to the numbers that Roku has published on their most popular, which puts YouTube TV behind Philo and all these other services also. So it does seem like PlayStation Vue is struggling to get subscriber growth. Some of this makes sense. They've dramatically cut back on advertising recently. TV ads have all but vanished. Even banner ads on most websites have been seriously curtailed and reduced in the last few months. Now, with that said, Sony has continued to develop PlayStation Vue. They just rolled out a major update to their DVR, adding the ability to more easily find the new content that's been added, look at upcoming recordings, and more. So it's a bit strange here that as PlayStation Vue works to improve the apps, add new features, and do more, at the same time they're pulling back on advertising, pulling back on marketing. They even rolled out a new PlayStation Vue website at about the same time they stopped most of their aggressive marketing efforts. Very interesting to see what's going to happen here. PlayStation Vue has had a weird relationship with Sony. At times it seems like Sony is extremely committed to PlayStation Vue, putting a lot of effort into it. At times they don't. And what's even more interesting is the people who use PlayStation Vue seem to absolutely love it. I know PlayStation Vue subscribers and fans are some of the most vocal, and I hear you. I hear from you. But at the same time, it seems like they're struggling to get subscribers. We see them falling in the charts. Many subscriber reports have them around 600,000 to 800,000, when Sling TV, Hulu, and maybe even YouTube TV now, according to reports, all have over 2 million live TV subscribers. That's interesting, especially considering YouTube TV and Hulu are considerably newer. Even AT&T TV Now, formerly DirecTV Now, which has been losing subscribers as AT&T de-emphasizes it, we'll call it, still has more subscribers than PlayStation Vue. Now, I think there's a couple things Sony could do here. I've talked about in the past, like changing the name would go a long ways. Better marketing, having a dedicated social media account, a dedicated presence online for PlayStation Vue, separate from the PlayStation gaming service. Just yesterday, I talked to somebody who asked, oh, don't you need a PlayStation to get PlayStation Vue? I think that their mixture of the gaming and PlayStation Vue marketing with using PlayStation's gaming Twitter account, PlayStation's gaming social media across the board to talk about PlayStation Vue is hurting them. I think the name hurts them. And I think the lack of marketing hurts them. When most of your marketing is about going out there and advertising the fact that your service works on other devices, it means you're not advertising why you're better than the competition. So I'll be very interested to see what happens here. And I know these are just a couple data points. It's a data point from Roku. It's a data point on mobile. But it's the collection of data points that are coming together to say PlayStation Vue is not growing like their competition. and it'll be interesting to see what Sony does with it. So let me know, are you a PlayStation Vue fan? Do you use it? What do you think Sony could do to get the word out to drive up those subscriber numbers? So far it hasn't been going that way, and I want to know from you why you think that's happening and what they need to do to improve that. Alright, moving along, if you are an anime fan, Funimation has been one of the biggest services for anime out there, owned by Sony. Well, they recently announced a merger out there with Sony Japan and Sony Television here in the United States that's going to allow more anime content from Japan to come to the United States on Funimation. Now, this won't probably happen overnight. As with all areas of things, when big companies merge, it takes time. But if you're an anime fan, Funimation should start growing their catalog, doing some more interesting things. I'll keep a close eye on that. And let me know if you're a Funimation fan, do you like it? Alright, Disney Plus. Now, recently it was announced that Simpsons was going to be on Disney Plus every single episode. That raised some eyebrows because people were not expecting The Simpsons to be on Disney Plus. They were expecting that to go to like Hulu. So this week, the CEO of Disney was asked if this would mean that American Dad or Family Guy would also be coming to Disney Plus. And Bob Iger, the CEO over at Disney, quickly shut that down and said no. Now, it does seem that Family Guy and American Dad will remain as a Hulu, which Disney now also owns, exclusive streaming option there. But I do find it interesting that Disney's putting The Simpsons on Disney Plus, but not on these other Fox-related programs. It's a mixture. Disney seems to be trying to be mostly family-friendly with Disney Plus. At the same time, they go out there and say, hey, we still have content that your parents will want or adults will want in addition to all these great family-friendly Disney programs. I'm going to be interested to see over the next year where Disney draws that line. I think the inclusion of The Simpsons is kind of a strange one to say Family Guy and American Dad no, The Simpsons yes. And then how are they going to define that line of what is a Hulu type programming and what will be qualified for Disney Plus? So let me know, does that surprise you at all that Hulu will be keeping Family Guy and American Dad, but Simpsons is going to Disney Plus? Let me know. Alright, for all the Nvidia Shield fans out there, I hear from you. I know you're very popular. I really like my Nvidia Shield. Good news for you, the new Nvidia Shield has passed through the FCC's Bluetooth certification process and documents posted online by the FCC. This likely means that the new Nvidia Shield, I guess we'll call it third generation because we had a first generation Nvidia Shield, a slightly smaller second generation with very similar specs but smaller design, and now this new Nvidia Shield. There's been some rumors that there could be more than one Nvidia Shield or a single device. We'll have to wait and see. But it has passed through FCC's Bluetooth certification. Nvidia could, in theory, get this out before Christmas, but Nvidia does have a habit of waiting until January, announcing things like new Nvidia Shields at CES, which will be the first full week of January next year. We will be there. We will have full coverage. If there is a new device here, we will be covering it. But let me know what you would like to see in a new Nvidia Shield, and would you buy it? Nvidia Shield has become the flagship device for Google's Android TV, and it's definitely got some horsepower underneath there. Great gaming system, great streaming player, with a lot of content now. So let me know what you think. Alright, last story up of the day. Amazon's Fire TV Sticks has added 4K streaming from Fox Sports. Over the summer, Fox Sports started streaming 4K content in Apple TV 4K and select Roku devices. This week, they've added 4K streaming to the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K and other 4K supported Fire TV devices. That will allow you to stream college football, NFL games, including the next Super Bowl in 4K if you have a login to a service that offers those channels. This is a great option to watch a ton of 4K content. Thursday night NFL games, like the one tonight, will be in 4K also on that app there. So if you're a Fire TV owner and you like watching 4K sports, download it. Now, not all Fox events are aired in 4K, but the ones that are will be streamed now through the Fox Sports app in 4K. All right, so that's the news of the day. If you have any questions, let us know. Don't forget, we're recording the podcast today at 1 p.m. Eastern every Thursday I know we were off last week for my vacation, but we're back. Jess and I will be breaking down some of the stories that happened while I was gone in more depth, and we'll be really going over all the things you need to know happening in the world of cord cutting right now. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're posting videos every single day, most days. And hit that thumbs up, it really does help us. We'll be back tomorrow with another Cord Cutting Today, and I'll see you later today for our Cord Cutting Weekly podcast. Take care, everybody. Thanks for your support. We really appreciate you being here every day.